Hey YouTube, it's Dorothea Winsong. Today I want to talk about the god Hermes. For those of you who don't know Greek mythology, Hermes is the god of luck, speed, he's the messenger of the gods, he's also the god of thieves and merchants, and anyone who has to use the road. But today he really helped me out. So I think I owe him a bit of thanks. Today I had to go to a loan meeting to ensure that my loan went through to my college. Unfortunately, the meeting was scheduled at 3, and I had class until 3:15. Luckily, my professor didn't have that much of a problem with me missing the end of class. So I thought I'd be all set. I would have been all set if I hadn't been stupid, but hey, everyone has their moments. I filled out my personal information form a good while before class and relaxed in my dorm, kind of like I'm doing now, for a while before my next class. 2 o'clock came closer, which was the beginning of my class, so I packed my books, my homework, my notebook, my pens, and my assignment book and left my dorm. Guess what I forgot? Yep, my personal information form that was absolutely necessary to bring to my meeting. Of course, when did I remember it? About 10 or so minutes into class. That's when. Of course. So I'm sitting there, praying to Hermes all class, because I really need a little bit of luck and some speed to get out of this mess. It got to 5 minutes before 3, and my professor excused me from class. As soon as I got out of that room, I ran as fast as I could back up to my dorm, continuing to pray to Hermes the whole time. It just didn't stop this entire ordeal. Now, to get into my residence hall, I need to unlock the building door and flash my ID to the reception desk. Usually this can hold me up for a little bit because I don't always have my keys or ID out before I get to the door, which you'd think would be the smart thing to do, but again, I have these lapses in judgment. But today, my keys worked, and I had them out. I had my ID already out, mostly because I was in a rush and because I knew that I'd be stupid if I didn't think about it that moment. But either way, I flashed my ID and got up to my room as quickly as I possibly could. And rushed upstairs. Luckily, I only live on what counts as the first floor, though you still have to go up a set of stairs to get to the first floor because the ground level is the lobby level. I don't know. Weird numbering of buildings. I don't get it. So I got upstairs. I unlocked my room door, which again usually causes me a little bit of trouble because I'm not the world's greatest genius on how to use keys. I know the basic idea, but I usually have issues with which way the key goes into the doorknob. It didn't help that for the longest time my mom had the door handle upside down at home, where so unlocking the door meant you had to use the key teeth down instead of teeth up. So I have a little bit of issues with keys. But they went in fine this time. And again, luckily my bed happens to be right next to the door, and my paper happened to be right on the end of my bed. So I took about 2 steps into the dorm, grabbed my paper, shut the door, and ran. This whole time, still praying to Hermes. I did not stop praying to Hermes. I knew that Hermes was the one to pray to because, I mean, he's the god of luck. He's the god of speed. It's the logical choice to pray to. And so I ran into the building where the meeting was being held, found the room pretty quickly. I had to ask someone where it was, but the rooms are at least numbered, with 100s being on the first floor, 200s being on the second floor, and so on up. So I knew what floor I was supposed to be on at least, and I asked a woman. I wasn't too far away from the room when I asked, and I got directed to the room pretty quickly. And looked at the clock when I sat down, and I was only a couple minutes late. And the woman I missed what she said at the very, very beginning, but she repeated it for me. It was no big deal. And so I signed my promissory note. I'm all set on my loan. Yay. So all I can really say is thank you, Hermes. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I love all the Greek gods, as well as the Roman ones and the Egyptian ones. I mean, I'm eclectic in my path. I don't pick one set of gods over the others. I like them all. I know the Egyptian, Greek, and Roman ones the best, so I tend to pray to them more because I actually know what they're the gods of. If I were to know the Celtic gods, for instance, better, I would probably pray to them. But so, yeah, so Hermes, he really helped me out today. I just want to say thank you, and this was the best way I could think of. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Blessed be.